Welcome to a brew video. Today's video is a weird one because I've only done this twice and it was with my buddy Rob.
Cheers.
For those who don't know, that is back in the ye old days, what they would do is they would put all their water into the grain, run it off, do another runoff, and have two different beers, like usually a table beer and like a bigger, like aged barley wine sort of beer. They would sometimes actually do three runoffs. In the past, what we did was we would make one beer that's strong, and then one of us would take that and do something with it, like an imperial stout, barley wine. The other one would take the runoff and do like a light session ale. The first time we did it, I did a barley wine. I think you did some sort of pilsner, I want to say.
I did a pilsner.
Yeah, okay.
I did a pilsner.
The second time we did it, you took the first one off, and we tried a golden
Rock 4000.
Yeah.
It was like ended up being like 15%.
It was really high alcohol.
Yeah.
The problem was it never carbonated in the bottle, which is unfortunate.
It was almost perfect.
It was almost perfect.
If it had carbed, it would have been perfect.
And I made an IPA with that runoff. Today, I'm taking the first runoff, and I'm doing a barley wine with it, hopped with Chinook at about 100 IBUs, and I'm going to age it for a while, for like 6-8 months, maybe years. And then he's taking the second runoff, and what are you doing with yours?
I'm doing a citrus white IPA with bitter orange peel, Centennial, Cascade, and Citra.
Which thing is it's 95 degrees today. Perfect.
Yeah.
The first time we did it, I didn't really have notes on it for some reason, because it was like 4 years ago. The second time we did it, I think it was like 3 weeks later. And that those I had little notes on, but it wasn't clear, so I kind of start from scratch. There's an article from BYO where he actually breaks this down, the author, and I forgot who wrote it, unfortunately, but I'll put it in the description below. And basically, he broke it down by gravity points, and I'm going to just try to do it off the top of my head, which is probably a bad idea. And it was a little unclear because he kept saying it was like OG, so you get 2 gallons at a 1080 OG, and then 4 gallons on a second runoff of like a 1040 OG, but it didn't make sense to me because it should have been your starting gravity. So I'm assuming he meant starting gravity. And then what you do is you take those end numbers, so 40, 80, and you can do an equation to start to know how much grains to start with. So I'll do it here. So I want a starting gravity of 1058 times pre-boil 1.5 equals 87. His is going to be 2.25, although he's not taking the full amount of that, but that's the second runoff, times, I think it was 25. 1025 was a pre-boil. 56. Plus, was 87?
87.
143. In the article, it said 1024 is what you usually get for 1 pound of 2-row. So divided by 24 is what he did, shows that we need 5.9 pounds of grain to do this with. About 6 pounds of grain. I hope that made sense. Does that make sense?
Your regular Bill Nye.
Perfect. So my first mash in, I am going to put in 2.5 gallons of water. I only need a 1.5 gallons starting. So I'm going to leave a little bit behind for him. And if I'm way over, I might just even cut it short at like 1.4, 1.3 gallons and dilute it up. I bought extra water for this purpose for both of us in case we need DME, which we also bought and have extra also, and distilled water because there's a chance I have to mess with this a little bit. The first time and second time we did this, we had to mess with it a little bit as well. It didn't go like 100% according to plan. But this time I'm taking detailed notes, and this time it'll be documented on camera. So, that being said, let's get started. $10.73. So, the first time I did this, the first runnings were like 10 gravity points higher than what my post-boil gravity was supposed to be. So, I'm at 1.5 gallons. I'm going to dilute it to 2 gallons, probably pull off 1 gallon for something else, I don't know what yet, and then just use that 1.5 gallons to get where I want. So Beersmith, the dilution calculator, starting volume 1.5 gallons, gravity 1073. Add half a gallon of water. That gets me 1055. I want to get to 1058, so I'm going to go probably a hair under that, but I think it'll be really close. I'm also boiling a 2-gallon pot for 1.5 gallons, so this is, it's going to probably boil off a little more anyway. $10.57. So the Brewing Water program usually has it where when you do your mash and your sparge, it splits up your salt additions. I usually don't put salt in my sparge water, and I just do it normally in the full mash, or I just turn it off like there's no sparge water and do it all in my mash. But because we're doing Parti-gyle, all the salts that could be left in there are probably, I took them. So I'm gonna put more salts back in for Rob for his IPA, specifically more sulfate. And doing that now.
You are going on a run.
$10.26, $10.27. It's right on track, unlike yours.
No need to worry about your pre-recorded music tapes being accidentally erased. It can't happen.
$10.97. So it's going for 1100. It's really close. I'm happy with that starting gravity. What do you got?
1061, exactly on the mark. Every single measurement has been perfect.
I love that. The rarity.
Yeah.
Hit
Feels
the
good.
exact
Feels good when it
numbers.
happens.
Feels real good. Okay, now we're pitching the yeast. I'm gonna oxygenate mine though with a oxygen tank because my gravity's so high. I need a lot of oxygen to make sure this gets going. You're welcome to do yours if you want, but I
Sure,
usually don't
alright.
do it above 1060-ish, but why not? It's already
One
set up.
point above 1060.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
yeah. So normally for these I do 30 mil. Yeah, the floor's a good spot for this. So normally I do 30 milliliters of yeast. I'm gonna go like to 50 on this, and it's measured out on this. There we have it. So we did it. Did not get the targeted results early on, but made adjustments along the way and got what we wanted. We will do this
Mine
again.
came out perfect.
His came out perfect, thank God. But I had to glue mine down and the whole deal as
Yeah.
you saw. So I think next time we'll do this, I'm going to take the notes from this brew day, put it back in, and we'll reconfigure it.
Mhm.
And then we'll do it again where I'll take the runoff and he'll take the big one. He wants to do his golden rock clone again.
Yeah.
Maybe we can try that. And yeah, thank you for watching. Keep getting weird, guys. Try new things. And be prepared to fail and be prepared to succeed. See you next time.